Hello, vinyl community. Well, looky here. So much for a hiatus, huh? These were gathered over the past few weeks, actually. Just little therapy sessions, I'll call them. Because let me tell you, work has been just so emotionally draining, and it feels so good to get out and dig. So that's what I did. These first 5 were from, actually all of these were from Savers, but two different visits. The vinyl at Savers is $1 each, so I got some really good deals here. The first 5 here are from the first visit, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And I've actually already listened to these, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first one, and I love the packaging on this one. It's made to look like a little matchbook. It's a little awkward because they have the opening on the bottom here. Yeah, so it's a little awkward, but you can see there, looks like a matchbook. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I like this, and it's about what I expected. It's Bob James and Earl Klugh, one-on-one. It's about what I expected. You know, it's good. It's good listening. Just kind of some laid back music. So yeah, I enjoyed it though. But definitely the best part about this one is the packaging. I think that's really clever. Anyway, yes, this one I was trying to remember, and I think it might be the first track actually. I put this one on. Well, I have another album by Thelma Houston, and I believe I listened to it, and it didn't strike me as anything familiar, but I enjoyed it. And so I put this one on, and the very first track, which is the title, I'm pretty sure, Any Way You Like It, it's actually like a disco hit that I had heard definitely before, and just never realized that it was Thelma Houston. So I was glad to pick up another one of her records. Not really a disco fan, but as far as disco goes, it's one of the more listenable ones. Yeah, not stuff like YMCA and stuff like that. Oh boy, whew, that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, then we have some Teddy Pendergrass. I remember liking this one as well. You know, it's nothing spectacular, but it was a good listen. And I'm definitely, you know, trying to build up my classic soul and R&B music, so those are working towards that. This one I was very pleased with. The condition of the cover, as you can see, it's pretty well stained there. But you know what, the vinyl itself is in great condition. Yes, I a while back I picked up a tape of Erroll Garner, and I loved it. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna pick up this one too, because this may have been one that I would have passed up just flipping through bins, but at the point that I picked this up, I was familiar with Erroll Garner, and so I knew I would like it. So, and it was definitely a good pickup. So this is Erroll Garner, Paris Impressions. Paris Impressions. All right. I still don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Chuck Mangione. But if you have any preconceived notions or ideas about his music, throw them out the window. Because this soundtrack is amazing. It's music written for the Hall Bartlett film, The Children of Sanchez. And let me tell you, it's so good. A lot of the tracks and kind of build on a theme, as a lot of soundtracks do. And several of the tracks have this really driving rhythm. Oh, just amazing. So fun to listen to. It has this inner sleeve, which is actually another... It's kind of over packaging, but yes. Yeah, so very, very good listen. If you're not sure about his music, pick this up, and you could probably do it without the rest of it. It's out of me to say that, because I do enjoy his music, and but this is pretty spectacular. Yeah, so that's definitely worth a listen. All right, so the next visit, again at Savers, so $1 each. I arrived the other day shortly before they opened. I'm sorry, shortly after they opened, and went straight to the vinyl. And I was hoping for cassettes as well, but they had about 6 cassettes. So, but their vinyl section has been pretty full for a while, and they actually expanded it too. So that's pleasing. But as I walked over there was someone else digging on one end, so I immediately went to the other end, and I was glad I started over there, because yeah, you'll see at the end, there's a payoff. For me, a grail, definitely. But this first one, and again, these were $1 each. Angela Bofill, Angie. Now, ordinarily, this may be one that I would skip over. But again, building on my classic R&B and soul. Plus, I noticed... Actually, I think this might be jazz vocals, because it's produced by Dave Grusin and Larry Rosen. And it's put out on GRP. So, yeah. But I thought I'd give it a shot. Alright, this next one. I do have some Sammy Davis Jr. in my collection, but you can never have too much Sammy Davis Jr. So this is Portrait of Sammy Davis Jr. Not much as far as the visuals there. Like, very glad to add that to my collection. This one I'm pretty excited about. This is anyway, this is a 2-record set. Nat King Cole. We proudly dedicate this album as a tribute to the man and his music. A club exclusive deluxe 2-record album and souvenir book. So yeah. Not much on the inside there. Not much on the back. But it does have the souvenir book. Yes. It is kind of cheaply made, but, you know, just black and white pictures. Yes. So thrilled to add some more. Oh, and the vinyls of that were in fantastic shape. This next one I had to do a little research on. Immediately the artwork caught my eye, but I had never heard of the band Lone Justice before. So this is Lone Justice Shelter. and I discovered it's not one of their better albums, but you know, I figured I would give it a shot. It's from what I discovered, they're a blend of country, rockabilly, and roots rock. So yeah, sounds like it should be a good listen. So again, that's Lone Justice Shelter. All right, now I've picked up a handful of 12-inch singles in the past, and you better believe I'm going to pick up one for Kim Wilde. This one actually makes me think of Adam Lee, a huge 80s fan. So I assume this is from the 80s. Yes, definitely. About 84, 85. So yeah. So this is the 12-inch single of Go For It. I don't know that I've heard that particular song before, but it has the extended dance version and the, backed with the dub version. So yeah, but I love Kim Wilde. Oh man, you know, back in the day in the 80s, I had a crush on her. So just a couple more. We have an EP. This is Julian Cope. I'm very familiar with the name, but I couldn't put a finger on, you know, the type of music. Yeah, but I thought I would pick it up anyway. You know, yeah, $1. All right, here it is. Are you ready for this? So good, so good. All right. I have this on cassette, but I think this is my first full-length Tears for Fears album on vinyl. And this is the one to get. I mean, if you're going to get one of their albums, this is the one to get. Sorry. Yes, Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. Definitely a grail for me. Now this one, I think I allowed for... It could be in better condition. It's not in horrible condition, but I think it does have some minor scratches on it. But yeah, I mean, Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Mother's Talk, Head Over Heels. This is the album to get. If you want to add any Tears for Fears to your collection, this is the one that you need to add. Oh man, definitely one of my favorite bands from the 80s. So yeah, all right, well, that's it. Stay tuned. I do have some more cassettes to show in this hiatus. Anyway, all right, well, thanks again for watching. I will see you next time, and somewhere up there, there is a subscribe button. So if you will do me the favor, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please subscribe. The button's right up there. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.